Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Balram Prasad and I am Senior Software Engineer in Microsoft USA. And we are trying to build this platform in this video series to help our community. And there will be a lot of people posting their video on this channel. The content will be from different languages, different technology, like some people will post Azure related video, or some people will post AWS related video or Google related video. Some people like me are coming from Microsoft world, some people are coming from Java world, or some people are from Google. They are trying to share their experience on the same platform so that we can help our community, and intention is for this channel. Please do subscribe and please share with other peoples also. Today I'm going to talk about static code analysis and what it is and why it is needed, and maybe some tools we will talk about that one, that what we use. So in my previous organization where I have worked, we were using some of the tools over here which I am discussing right now. So the basic thing that we will discuss all these tools and we will do kind of comparison, and I will give the link where you can go ahead and do more research if you want to that one. But basically a static code analysis is a method where generally a program goes and scans that one, examines that one without executing that application which we have written. And it, once it examines that one, it try to find that whatever known issue in their code or vulnerability and or maybe bad design, and then we can use that result to fix that one and again scan that one. And why we do that one, right? Why we run this kind of software? We generally have code reviews, peer code reviews when we develop our software, but sometimes we do miss, and sometimes it happens that in the time pressure we do miss that one also to code review, or we bypass the code review process in most of the with a lot of the organization we do. And a lot of different people which I have interacted has also a very small set of team, and maybe they are also a single person who runs this we takes that work and deliver that one. So I encourage everyone to use this kind of tools before going into production, because it runs all your code, it scans your all the code, and it has higher probability to find whatever the vulnerability with that code, whatever the issue with code, right? And it has rules, lot of rules this tools has, which is built from whatever known issues they have found out or researchers has found out. So these tools can help to make your application secure, your quality code will be better. So that kind of things you should do before going into production, because that is the once you reach to production, and if somehow you figure out that application has issue, or if somebody gets that one your application has security bug, then fixing that one and then releasing a new version of code, it takes time and it has a lot of cost involved, and it does harm your companies or your reputation up as a developer. So better to use this kind of tools before going into production. Either you're writing a new version of application, or either you are adding some feature on that existing version. And it does not mean that you can run this tool for a single language, either .NET or C# or Java. It has a variety of language support. So you, if you are writing in Python, Scala, Go, you can use this kind of tools to detect that one. Either you are writing web application, either you are writing web jobs or backend jobs or any kind of application or Windows application, you can run these tools and you can see that how much you need to improve your quality and what are the bad design in your code is there. So once you know that, once you have figure out issue, your code quality will be improved, you can have improved code quality, execution, and other benefits are there. What kind of, generally I have given some example that it can detect some of the memory corruptions, script injection, either some kind of cross-site scripting or cross-request forgery kind of code if you have web application, or if you have API, or you have written some integration code with SQL or LDAP or OS command you are firing in backend, then it can detect that some command injection can happen, or it can report that one. And there are many more. So this is, I have taken few examples and a couple of examples, but there are thousands of error kind, this kind of comes, like XML injection, or if you are doing some deleting some file and taking input as a file path, the file path can be given as a anything. So that kind of things, it detects and it tells that one, so that you can fix that and improve that one. And it also gives the recommendation that what is the best you can do in this scenario. So that is better way. You do not have to uh, invest so much time over there, but you can have a look on recommendation and what are the industry best practices, and you can implement with that way. So there are different tools over there also, just normal plugin which you can include in your ID if you are using Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio or Eclipse or NetBeans or any other ID. If you use, there are a lot of tools where you can include to see the basic thing in that ID itself. So some of the tools I can give an example that there are tools like from Microsoft. If you are running FX cop is there, .NET Analyzer is there. So if you are running some in Visual Studio and you are developing some .NET based application, you can run these tools and it detects that what are the problems in your code that in that time also. If you are using Visual Studio Code, then you can have some plugin called Open API, which detects and gives that one what are your score. If you are developing in API or something, what are your security scores are there for that API. And there are different place where you can go and figure out, like wasp.org, and we all know that wasp foundation work for improving the security of software, right? This has community based approach, and they have all these tools they have built. They are doing research to figure out what happens on the real world. So they have also tools, and they have listed all the tools, what different tools are present over there, and you can use that tools, some of the tools. And I have a one link where I was able to find that if you want to see that, and based on language, that what are the different static analysis tools you can use. If you are using ABAP language or C or C sharp or Clojure, Cluster or Erlang, Go, any you can go and find out what are the different plugins, different tools you can use that one. So if you go in GitHub and find that static analysis, this is the URL you will get, and you can do that one. I have personally worked on SonarQube and 45. So SonarQube, if you go, then SonarQube, they have community-based download also, where you can download and integrate with your tools, and you can see. So how to decide which tool you are going to use? It depends upon your team size. It depends upon what language you are using for your development. Do you want to include with CI/CD, or do you want to do with manually one time? These are all the things. Then you compare with your feature, and then see that which tool and which tool is best suited for your team, your scenario, and then that is how you see that one. So if you see this one, this SonarQube, they have the static code analyzer for 15 languages, right? And they can track all the code smells and fix your technical debt. There are a lot of automation they have done, so they automatically fix that one also. You can have with CI/CD also integrate with that one. The another good tool which I have used for static assigning, that it is from Micro Focus, and I guess HP. This tool was from before HP. So this is called 45, and this has also great tool which you can use depending upon your scenario, and they can also scan that one. And they have a great thing that they can scan open source component. If you are using any open source component, they can scan and say that, hey, this open source component for this version has some issue. I will talk about that component governance and open source component and how we can scan them in another video, but this tool helps on that one also. So this is two great tool which I have used. You can also try to see, and I recommend and I encourage everyone that either you develop all alone your software, or you have a team or any size of team. Before going to production, just use this software. It might help you to figure out some of the security issue which later will you are going to fix if somebody else is going to find, and that will be a problematic. So that is what we are going to I was thinking to talk today. So this is the some tools we have talked, and these are the some samples which I got from internet, how it looks like in when you onboard to 45. These are that things that it says that in your source kit how many critical are there, how many high issue are there, and how many medium and low are there. Then you go and fix that one. It gives also a statement that which kind of scanning is done and when done. And also for sonar cube, you can see that one, that how many vulnerabilities are there, how many bugs are there, how many code smells are there, and how much was there in previous scan, how new one added. So if you are adding, or your some team, different team or some peers has worked on that one, if they have raised some PR, so you can figure out that hey, before approving also that PR or something, you can say that hey, go ahead and fix that one. So this is what I wanted to talk it today. Next, in next video I will talk about dynamic application scanning tools. So this was stating and it was running on your code, and dynamic application scanning basically runs without looking into code. You generally host or your application and then run that tool to figure out what kind of issue it try to break that kind of your application and try to find out. So we will talk about next video. I hope you will like these videos, and encourage us also by sharing these videos, liking this one, and inviting your friends to watch this one, so that we can bring a few more people, few more from different MNC, different bigger MNCs, and then we can help you. Thank you.